Hi everyone, welcome to YoBarre with Christine. I have a full yoga and barre fusion workout planned for you today. We're going to be doing all of our work on the mat, so you don't even need to grab a bar or a chair, but I will be using a set of light dumbbells. I have 3 pounds, Pilates ball if you have one, and of course a yoga mat and water. And this class will include elements from my Thanksgiving yoga and barre classes. So a little bit of a focus on the core and lengthening out through those abdominals. Also, we're going to be doing some twists today, which help to stimulate detox and digestion. And of course, lots of those fun barre moves as well. And we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to start today on our backs. Not as common in barre, but very common in yoga for a nice little yoga warm-up. So go ahead and lower down onto your back. Hug your knees in gently to the chest and just flex and point the feet a couple times here. Feeling that nice stretch all through the Achilles tendons and the feet. All right, and then start to bring the chin up towards the knees. We're going to start to extend alternating legs here. So just extend the left leg and then the right leg. As you bring it back in, really hug that knee to the chest. Just 2 more times each side. Last one. All right, we're going to roll up to Navasana boat pose. So balancing on those sit bones. Ankles are straight out from the knees, hands come straight out along the legs. Hold here. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, go ahead and straighten those legs if you can. Holding here for 1 more complete breath, and exhale, come through to tabletop. I was already getting into some shakes on that one for some reason. All right, sometimes poses seem a little bit more challenging when you start with them as our body's not quite warm yet, but we're gonna get nice and warm today. So we're gonna find a tabletop position, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine. Take that through 2 more times with your breath. Breathing long and slow in through the nose and out through the mouth to start. All right, we're gonna find that neutral spine, rise to the toes. Shift the hips high and back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and take some nice calf lengthening heel presses here, pressing one heel back to the mat and then the next. Then let both heels sink back to the mat, hips are high, chest lengthens down as you press away from the palms with fingers spread wide. We're going to start to walk the hands back in towards the feet. Find a nice long forward fold. And then slowly start to rise with soft knees. Coming all the way up to the top, bring those shoulders all the way up towards the ears, and then roll them right down the back. Next inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring the arms open to goalpost here, really opening up that chest. Inhale, arms go back up, gaze through the fingertips, and then bring it all the way down to the mat, forward fold. Walk the hands up the shins, extend the spine, look forward, and then walk it out to plank pose. Pressing back through the heels here, engaging the quads, bringing the belly button to spine and pressing away from those hands. Shift forward slightly, lower all the way to the mat, keeping the elbows tucked close. Release to the tops of the feet. Inhale, press into the palms, look up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Rise to the toes, shift the hips high and back. Downward facing dog. We're going to step the feet into the center of the mat now. Start to rise up slow once more. And we're going to face center and come into our barre cardio warm-up here. So feet under the hips, find a parallel stance. We're just going to squat and tap front, gently sweeping the arms back and forward at first. Just 4 more here. And we're going to start to grow these movements. All right, this time bringing the arms all the way up overhead. So it's down and lift. Just 4 more here. 2, and start to bring it into a leg lift here. Sweep up, down, and up. So nice full range body movements here. Find your breath. Exhale, inhale. Really press that leg up in the front. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, hands to the hips. Find that parallel stance. We're gonna take it to a side lunge, knee in, that side first. All right, so it's lunge and knee, lunge and knee. Nice job. Might take a few to kind of find your balance on this one. Start to bring that arm out at the side. We're gonna add a little reach over, so it's out, reach over, in, and knee lift. Out, reach over, in, and up. So as you find that side lunge, we're not pressing into the knee, but pressing into the whole leg, and then pushing away from the sole of the foot. And lift, down, side stretch. Rise up, just 2 more. Should feel that heart rate starting to come up. And step it into the center. Hands to the hips, reset. Taking it over to the other side. Side lunge, knee in. Just start simple here, finding that balance. And that alignment in the side lunge. Add the arm. 2 more. All right, next time add that reach over. So it's side lunge, reach over, in and up, side lunge, over. As you reach over, make sure you're keeping the chest open, almost looking up under that arm, stretching out all sides of the core today. We've got 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. All right, keep those legs wide. We're taking it down and up in the center. Full range. Second position plie. Nice big sweeping arms here. Knees and toes tracking out at about 45-degree angle from the body. 8 right here. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. All right, hold it down at the bottom. Hold, pulse up. So just pressing away from those heels. Start to bring the arms forward. Start to bring the arms overhead. We've got 4 more pulses. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Lift both heels. Balance challenge. Inhale, exhale, and release. All right, nice job. We're gonna step to the back of our mats now in a forward fold to start. So inhale, reach those arms up tall. Exhale, bring it down to the mat. We're gonna bend and straighten the legs here a few times. So a nice big dynamic bend, and then press it straight. Just 4 more here. 2 more. Last 1. All right, walk those hands to the shins, extend the spine, gaze forward, and then walk it out to plank pose. You have the option here of dropping to the knees. We're gonna do 4 push-ups, or you can stay here with the knees lifted. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, press it back to downward facing dog. And then walk those hands back to the feet. Soften the knees, rise slow. Head comes up last, roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, arms go up tall. Exhale, bring it back down to the mat. Walk the hands to the shins, extend the spine, half lift. And then walk it out to plank pose. This time we're gonna stay in plank and start to extend and crunch the right knee in. So it's lift and crunch, lift and crunch. You can point the toe behind you, press up into the glute as you lift and crunch for 3 more. 2. Next time, keep that knee in. Swing it under and open, under and open. Pressing away from those palms, staying strong through the back leg for 3, 2, and 1. Press it back to child's pose. Knees are open. Hips sink back towards the heels, reaching long through the fingertips. Start to bring it forward and find that plank one more time. Left leg now, extend and crunch, extend and crunch. So really pressing into the glute as you extend back. So we're not lifting it high, but just pressing it back. Last 2. Last one, hold that knee in. Swing it under and open, under and open. And I know those shoulders are starting to talk right now, but you've got this for just 4 more. 3, child's pose in 2, and 1. All right, open those knees. Woo, press it back to child's pose. Let those hips sink back towards the heels. Catch your breath here and start to rise up. We're gonna come all the way to standing and grab your weights if you have them. We're gonna come into a lunge and bicep curl. So I'm gonna show you from the side. All right, we're gonna start by stepping the right leg back. So just sink it down and up at first. So making sure that that knee is going straight down from the hip. 4 here. 2 more. Then we're gonna add a bicep curl at the top. So it's down and curl. So really squeezing the biceps as you rise up. Keeping those elbows tucked close to the body. Next time, hold it down at the bottom, so it's down. Curl here, lower and rise. Sink, curl, lower, rise. We've got a few of these for practice. So focus on lifting up through the pelvic core as you lunge down, squeezing those abdominals towards the spine, engaging that whole section of the body. Last one here, down, curl, lower, and rise. Sink it down at the bottom. Arms go straight out, 90 degrees, palms up. We're gonna reach out and in, out and in. So staying strong and low in that lunge for 3, 2, now hold those arms out. Front heel lifts up and down, lift and lower. Quads are burning up at this point. You've got 4 right here. 3, 2, now hold that heel high. Tiny little lifts right here. We are almost done with this side. Stay strong through it. You will have such strong thighs after this. 7 here, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stand up, straighten the legs, pivot that back heel down at an angle. We're gonna bring the arms along the sides and hinge forward. Triceps here, in and back, in and back. You can keep a little micro bend in that front knee here if you want to. Lift, press. Hold at the back this time. Lift here. Tiny pulses with straight arms. Chest is facing forward. Strong legs. 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, step those feet in, shake it out. And we've got 1 more side. All right, so we're gonna bring the left leg back this time. Sink it down and up in that lunge. Just simple here to start. Find your alignment here. Hips are square towards the front of your mat. Knee is coming straight down from that hip. Front knee is not going too far in front of those toes. Add that curl at the top now. Keeping those elbows close to the body. Squeeze the biceps. 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. Hold. Curl here. Lower and rise. Down. Curl. Lower. Rise. We've got lots of these. So focus again on lifting up through that pelvic floor here. Engaging the abdominals. Down. Curl. Lower. Rise. Just 2 more. Last one. All right, hold at the bottom, hold here, hands go straight out, palms up, reach out and in. Hold that lunge low, reach, pull, reach, pull. We've got 4 right here. 3, 2, hold those arms out. Front heel lifts up and down, lift and lower. And if your leg is shaking, you're right where you need to be for 4, 3, 2, hold that heel high. We are so close to the finish. Lift, lift, tiny lifts here. Burn through it, work through it. 8 counts to finish. 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up, straighten those legs. Pivot the back heel in and down. Hinge forward. Triceps here. Back and in. Back and in. Remember, you can always keep that micro bend in that front knee to prevent overextension here. We've got 4, 3, 2. Hold at the back. Palms up this time. Squeeze in at the end. Squeeze the ends of the weights in towards each other. Squeeze, squeeze. We've got 8 here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now up and in, up and in. Lift up, lift in. Just little movements here, but they get so deep into the muscles here. One of the reasons we love barre and why it tones and changes your body so much. 4 here. Up, in, last 2, stay strong. Last one. All right, rise up. We're gonna put one of the weights down here. Go ahead and grab a drink of water if you want to. I always feel like I need to take a couple neck rolls after that sequence, so if you want to do that, go ahead and do that as well. All right, we're gonna come into a wide stance here, second position plie. Sink the hips down. Back is going straight down that wall, so I'm not hinging forward here, but keeping that chest nice and tall and proud. Grab one weight, press on both ends, and reach it right out in front of you. This is where we start. We're gonna take it up and down, right here in the center. So I'm not swinging the weight over my head, but stopping just before the forehead. 3 here. 2, and 1. We're gonna rotate left now, rotate. Add a little heel pop as you rotate. So we're rotating only from the core. That knee on the other side is staying stable. We've got 2 here. Now put it together, take it up in the center, lift and lower, rotate and in, lift and lower, rotate. Up, down. Don't forget that heel pop. That's what makes it fun, right? The little things. 3. Last 2. Last 1. All right, down and up in the center. Here we go. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Shoulders will be getting a little bit tired at this point, depending on how heavy your weight is. 2. Hold it down, rotate other side now, rotate. Add that heel pop. Rotating from the core. Opposite knee stays stable. We've got 3 right here. 2 and 1. Combo up in the center. Lift, lower, rotate. Lift, lower, rotate over. 6 more, please. I'll leave the counting up to you this time. Couple more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. All right, bring that weight right into the center of the chest and sink the hips down. We're gonna pulse for 2 right here and then rotate side for 2. It's center for 2, lunge other side for 2. So center for 2, lunge for 2. Squeeze the ends of the weights here, focusing on that chest and burning up those thighs. 1 last time before we move on to our yoga sequence. Stay strong, friends. Here we go. 1 more time each side. Center and lunge. All right, rise up. Place those weights to the side. Nice work. And we're gonna come on down to the mat for some yoga. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is just start in a nice downward facing dog pose. So take a nice breath here. Let those heels sink towards the mat. Hips are gently lifting up and back. Chest is lengthening down. Head and neck are neutral, pressing away from the palms with fingers spread wide. 1 nice inhale here through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Next inhale, go ahead and lift that right leg tall. As you exhale, bend the knee, opening the hip to the wide side of the mat. Nice open hip flexor stretch here. Square the hips, lengthen the leg, gaze to the hands, and step that same foot through to lunge. We're gonna lower the back knee, release to the top of the foot. Inhale, arms sweep up, low crescent. Exhale, arms down to the sides, then left arm sweeps up and around. Nice open side body stretch here. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. Inhale, rise to the toes, lift the knee. Step the feet together at the front of the mat. Inhale, arms sweep up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthen down through the tailbone. Grow tall through the crown of the head. Exhale, hands heart center, sink in. Then take a little twist to one side. Elbows coming right outside, just above the knee. Gaze follows, straight past the fingertips. Squeeze the chest down towards the thighs here, stimulating that core. Inhale, come center. Sweep the arms back tall, Utkatasana, chair pose. Then exhale, hands come down to the mat, forward fold. Feel that nice length all down the backs of the legs. Inhale, walk the hands up towards the shins. Extend the spine, look forward. Then take it back to plank pose. Lowering just to hover over the mat here. Inhale, slide through, lifting those knees and hips to full upward facing dog if you're comfortable. Really stretching out the front of the body. Exhale, tip back over the toes. Press it back to downward facing dog. One complete breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, left leg lifts tall this time. Exhale, bend the knee, opening the hip to the wide side of the mat. Opening up that hip flexor on the other side. Square the hips, extend the leg, gaze to the hands, and step the left foot through to lunge. Lowering that back knee down to the mat, release to the top of the back foot. Inhale, arms sweep up, low crescent. Little back bend here, opening up. Exhale, arms come down along the sides, then left arm comes up and over. Right arm, actually. So the opposite arm from that bent leg is reaching up and over the body, opening up the side. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. Rise to the toes, straighten the back knee. Step through to forward fold, keeping those knees deeply bent. Hips are low. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Utkatasana chair pose. Glutes down, make sure you can see all 10 toes. Exhale, bring the hands heart center. We're gonna take that same twist to the opposite side. So bringing the elbow just outside the knee, gaze past those fingertips. Wrap the chest towards the thighs, squeezing everything in. Inhale, reset in the center, then sweep those arms up to chair. Exhale, sweep both arms back this time, rising to the toes, and squeeze the shoulder blades. Clasp the fingers behind you, press the chest open, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, lower the heels, straighten the legs, heads lowering too, arms swing away from the body. Nice shoulder stretch here. Back stretch. Exhale, drop the hands to the mat. Inhale, walk the hands up the shins, extend the spine, gaze forward. Then step it back to plank pose. Your choice of how you want to get to downward facing dog. I'm gonna exhale here, lower to hover over the mat. Inhale, slide through, lift the knees and the hips. Exhale, tip back over the toes, downward facing dog. I'm gonna take one extra twist here, bringing that right hand outside the left calf. Gaze up underneath your arm and just feel a nice strong twist here in the center of the body. Go ahead and release back to downward facing dog. Reset. Now bring the left hand outside the right thigh. Gaze up underneath the right arm. Breathe here. Twist as much as you can. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower the knees. Sit back to the heels. All right, we're gonna get into our floor work now. We have a core section, bridge section, and then we're gonna finish up with just a simple yoga stretch at the end. So I'm gonna set up in an earthquake position that we're familiar with in Pilates, but we're gonna change it up a little time and place the ball under the feet. Normally you would have this ball right behind the low back, but today we're gonna do some fun balance challenges, placing it under the feet. And if you don't have the ball, don't worry, you can do this whole sequence with no ball as well. All right, we're gonna extend those arms long and just lean back till you find a nice engagement in the core. Pulling the right elbow back and the left elbow back. It's a little bow and arrow action here. Getting into those obliques. For 3, 2, and 1. Extend the right leg here and the left leg. Right and left. So just a light touch with the sole of the foot on that ball. Last 2 and 1. Now we're gonna roll it back for 2. Roll it back and bring it right back in. It's back for 2 and up for 2. If you have no ball, just see if you can hover those feet over the mat. This one's pretty tricky. Next time, hold it in the back, lay all the way down, and arms support the neck right here. We're gonna curl up and down, lift and lower. So just think about focusing on finding that balance on the ball. I like to put the whole sole of my foot on the ball and leave just the toes at the top. Hold that curl. We're gonna start some leg lifts here. So it's right leg up and left leg up. Right and left. This one took a little practice, admittedly. So if you practice, you will get very good at balancing on that ball. Add that crunch back in. Crunch to the leg and down. Crunch and down. We've got 4 more right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll right on back up to that earthquake pose from the beginning. Bow and arrow here. We've got 1 more time. With that whole sequence, we're going to bring it through again. Just 4 here. 3, 2, and 1. Leg extensions here, right and left. Make sure you're leaning back to where you're comfortable. If your hip flexors are starting to talk a little too much, just bring it in a little higher here. And 1, rolling back now. Back for 2, and in for 2. Roll back. Rise up. 2 more. Squeeze it in. It's getting harder. And in. This time, hold at the back. Hands support the neck. Curl here. Up. Lift. Lift. 4 more. Then we're going to add those leg extensions with the curl. Here we go. Right leg first. Curl up. Lower. Up. Lower. So I like to keep the toes pointed here as well, so it's easier to get a nice hold on the ball as you lower the legs. And we're not trying to lift the leg as high as possible, but just using it to add weight, body weight resistance here, getting more into the core. We've got 4 to finish. 3, 2, and 1. All right, just release the feet to the sides of the ball. Bring the arms up over the head. Take a nice good morning stretch, reaching fingers and toes to opposite sides of the mat. All right, then we're gonna bring those arms along the sides. Grab the ball and place it behind the right knee. So we're gonna come into a bridge and core sequence here, and strong glutes as well. All right, so with that right leg holding the ball, make sure that just your heel is tapping down on the mat. If you do not have a ball, just take it right here to the toe instead. So the focus of this exercise is to bring all of the weight and work into that supporting leg right here. All right, we're gonna take the hips down and up, down and up. So full range bridge hip lifts here. Palms are down. The sole of the left foot is down. Hold those hips high at the top. Bent leg lift and lower, lift and lower. So the leg with the ball is the one lifting now. Or if you didn't have the ball, the one with the pointed toe. For 2, hold that leg high. Add the hips back in, down and up, down and up. As you press up, really press into that supporting glute right there. For 3, 2, hold those hips up high, little lifts to the top. I know this one burns. This one will get you very strong glutes here. 8 counts to switch sides. 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hips. Straighten that left leg. Hands support the head and lower the heel. We're gonna crunch to the knee, in, out, in. So even though we're crunching straight up in this one, it's really getting into the right side obliques because we are only lifting the right leg. So focus on feeling this one really in the side of the core. We've got 3 here, 2, and 1. All right, lay the head down. We're gonna switch sides. So bring the ball behind the left knee this time. Make sure that only the heel is touching the mat here. Lift the hips high to bridge. Get a nice tight squeeze on that ball. Pressing down into the hands. Hip lifts here, down and up, down and up. Lower, lift. Just 4 more, full range. 3, 2. Now hold those hips high at the top. Left leg lift and lower, lift and lower. So using the bottom supporting foot and the arms to ground you into the mat as you lift that left leg. Now hold that leg high, hip dips here, down and up, down and up, lower, lift. Just a light tap down, 4 more. Last 2. And 1, hold it high, little lifts here, up, up, up. Press into that glute. 1 last little burn here, 8 counts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips, extend the right leg this time. Hands support the head. Tap the left heel down. We're gonna crunch into that knee. Crunch and lower. So again, crunching straight up, but focusing on bringing the work into those left side obliques, because the left leg is the working leg. Left side. 6 to finish. 4 here. Last 2. Last 1. All right, remove the ball. Bring it over your head. Just let the arms and legs release here. You can take 1 more good morning stretch, reaching fingers and toes to opposite sides of the mat. And then the arms come in along the sides. I'm going to bring those legs right up the wall. So straight up, pointing the toes at first and then flexing the feet. Point and flex. Point. Now hold that flex. Bend the right knee, cross the right ankle just over top of the left thigh, right above the knee. Reach to the back of the left thigh, pull those legs in towards your body. Reclined pigeon, figure 4 stretch. Start to bend that top knee at 90 degrees and then see if you can bring them just a little bit closer to the body. And then lower that heel and foot onto the mat. Arms go out to cactus pose or out to a T, it's up to you. Letting those hips fall over to the left as you gaze over to the right. So feeling a nice gentle twist for the back here, deep hip opener. If this is too much for the hips, you can always untwist the legs and just be here with the hips and knees stacked. That's fine as well. And bring the gaze back center. Hug both knees in towards the chest. And then bring those legs up the wall, arms along the sides. We're going to point and flex again here. Point and flex. Take a nice deep breath too while you're at it. Hold that flex. This time cross the left ankle over the right knee. Reach through to the back of the right thigh. Pull the legs towards you as you use the left elbow to press out on the left thigh. Just a little bit. Getting into that hip. And then bend the top knee to 90 degrees. Press the knee out, bringing the legs a little bit closer into your body. Lower the foot to the mat. Bring those arms open to cactus or open to a T, palms up. This time legs fall over to the right as you gaze to the left. Twisted supine twist. Feeling that nice gentle twist for the spine. Feeling relaxed and supported here, warm and open. And bring that gaze up towards the center. I'm going to bring the knees in towards the chest. One stretch here, reaching through the legs to the outsides of the feet. Press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Lengthen down through the tailbone. Happy baby pose. Take some gentle rocks here, massaging the lower spine. And just finding gratitude and happiness for our bodies, for your ability to do this workout today. And for these quiet moments on our mats. All right, bring the knees in towards the chest. Lift the chin. We're gonna hug ourselves in a nice tight yogi ball, squeezing the core onto those thighs one more time, stimulating all those internal organs. Take a nice deep inhale here, and exhale, release long into Shavasana, our final resting pose of the practice today. So legs are long, arms along your sides, palms gently open, eyes can close or lay soft. And just lay here, just feel the feelings of what it's like to just rest and be alive right here in this moment. Feeling the natural rise and fall of the breath. Maybe if you're outside, you can feel a little sunshine on your face. Or just imagine if you're inside that you're in your favorite space in nature, the most relaxing and peaceful place for you. Just go there in your mind. And release all tension down into the earth. Couple more deep breaths here. Then slowly start to bring awareness back to your body, maybe opening the eyes, bringing in small movements to the wrists and ankles. Then bending the knees and just rolling over onto one side in a supported fetal position. When you're ready, press into that palm, rising up. I'm going to come all the way up to standing for our finish today. Inhale, sweep the arms up tall, and then exhale, come down. We're going to come right back up, sweeping it up as you inhale. Rise and extend to the top. Exhale, come down. And then one more time through, come back up tall. Reach for the sky. Exhale, come down. Last time, this one filling up completely. Palms lightly touch at the top, and bring the hands to the heart. And we are all finished today. I hope you enjoyed our yoga barre, YoBarre fusion. Please leave any comments, questions, feedback for me on YouTube, and you can press like and subscribe if you are interested in getting more workouts just like this. Have a great day.